Hi, my name is Sarah Flynn, and I am the current president of the Portland Modern Quilt Guild. I have a little slideshow today to let people know, especially new members, what the Portland Modern Quilt Guild has to offer and all the different things that we do. If you're thinking about joining our guild or thinking about joining a guild in general, this is what we do. So thanks for joining me. Next slide. Our agenda tonight is I'm going to go over our roots, where we started, what our mission is as a quilt guild, some of our offerings like meetings and workshops, and other things like groups and committees. Here in the Portland Modern Quilt Guild, we learn, we share, and we quilt. Our Quilt Guild was formed in 2010 to come together in the spirit of learning and sharing the love of quilting. We are a 501c3 nonprofit organization. We are a chapter of the National Modern Quilt Guild. We are one of the largest quilt guilds in the world. Portland has a lot of artisans, so we have a lot of artists here. We also have a big online offering, so people do join our guild from Canada, Colorado, Arizona, the UK. So that's another option as well. Our mission is to support and encourage the growth and development of modern quilting through art, education, and community. We do this through charitable activities, member education, we have monthly member meetings, and volunteer opportunities. Our values. This is our values statement. I didn't write this. The hardworking people on the DEIA team developed this value statement that took them almost a year. It was approved by our membership. It's an amazing value statement. It is on the front page of our website. I would encourage you to go there and read it. Some of the highlights, we do value diversity. We are all in various stages of learning and applying anti-racism, and we are expected to strive to an ideal of inclusivity and equity. We do work to provide a safe space. We don't all get along all the time. We don't all agree on everything, but we do try to provide a safe space where we can come together and share our love of quilting. And we do have a very active activism group in the Portland Modern Quilt Guild, which I'll be talking about more later. All right, next slide. These are our current board members. I'm going to go over the structure just so you know how our organization is constructed. The board members do change over every year. These are the current board members for 2022. I'm Sarah Flynn. I am the president. I provide leadership for the guild. I'm usually the person responding to emails through the inbox. I lead board meetings. We have our board meetings based loosely on the Robert's Rules of Order. So we have a motion and we vote on things. We have 7 board members currently. Sometimes each of these positions is shared by 2 people. This year we just have 1 person serving in each position, but sometimes we have them shared by 2 people. Chris Marchini is my Vice President of Social Media and Technology. He runs the website, he updates the social media posts, he sends out the newsletter, he helps run the slideshow at our guild meetings. He has a very big job and he does an amazing job of it. My other vice president, Marcy McFarlane, it's hard to get a picture of her, but her nickname is Cupcake, so I put a cupcake there. I don't think she'll be mad at me. She is the vice president of membership and procurement. So she processes new members. She works to process our business membership. She's also the leader for procurement. So she's the person that contacts different companies and organizations and asks them for donations for our raffles and for our charity things, and also works really hard to create a great free table, which I'm going to talk about later on. And then we have our treasurer, who is currently Kathleen Altman. She's amazing. She's really, really great. The treasurer is exactly how it sounds. They have spreadsheets and they do QuickBooks. They're on the bank account. As president, I'm also on the bank account. She comes to the meetings, board meetings every month, and lets us know how we're doing, how we're in budget. The president and the treasurer work hand in hand all year long. We love having her there. And the next picture is Nadia and Marika, and I just had the two picture of them, the both together, and they look so cute. And then for space on my my slideshow today, I did put a picture of them together. They don't actually work like that, but they're so cute in that picture. Nadia Sokol is the one with the PMQG t-shirt, and she is on the right hand side. She actually lives in Canada, and she joins us on our board meetings via Zoom. She is the secretary, so the secretary creates the agenda for our board meeting every month, tasks list, let us know what we said we would do in the board meeting and if we're on task for that. She is really helpful in the structure and admin of our board. And then the other person in that picture is Marika Zimmerly. She is our speaker coordinator. She is the one in charge of contacting all of our speakers for the year and booking them out and handling the contracts and the negotiations for that. She does a great job. And then our other person on the board is Allison Evans, and she is our workshop coordinator. And sometimes that position is shared by two people. Allison books all of the workshops and deals with the contracts and negotiations, sends out all the information to people for classes. It's a pretty big job. I think next year it's going to be shared by two people, and in previous years it has been shared by two people. So that is our board structure, and that turns over every year. And then we have a slew of committee leads. You can find all that information on our website on the About Us page. Next slide. Monthly meetings. We hold monthly meetings. That is our goal with special guest speakers. We are such a large guild that we have a decent amount of funds to book and pay for really great national, international speakers. And this last year, we have been fully online on Zoom. So it's been wonderful because we can have people join us from other countries and other timelines and, or not timelines, other time zones. And it's been really great. Next year, we are going to be doing a hybrid option. We're going to be having 8 meetings on Zoom only, with 1 meeting in person once a quarter. That's going to be offered hybrid. So we will be live streaming that on Zoom. So if you are not local, we still have a very healthy non-local option for people to join us. Workshops. Our workshops are a smoking deal. Here is one of the reasons why a lot of people join guilds. They join a quilt guild because they want to expand their knowledge of quilting and build up their own tool-based toolbox and resources and experiences. Now, we all put our money in one pot, and then we book people for workshops. Our workshops are around $45 versus if you were to book the workshop on your own privately through workshop teachers and things, it's about $300. So $45 is a pretty good deal. And we offer those via Zoom, and we will probably continue to do so this next year as well, with a few spot offerings of in-person things, like we want to do indigo dyeing and screen printing, some surface design stuff, and that will probably be offered in person. But most of our stuff is going to be online next year as well. We also do offer scholarships. We have a very robust scholarship program. So we have a scholarship offered for each workshop, and the scholarship fund is great, and people donate it to it throughout the year. It's a wonderful program. My kid's coming and she wants to say hi. Sorry. Let's see. And going to a workshop is a great way to meet other members and expand your toolbox. Hi, Johnny, say hi.
Hi. There's not the people.
No, there's no people. It's just me telling people about the Quilt Guild. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. Okay, another thing we have to offer as a Quilt Guild is we have an amazing, robust robust small groups. And what a small group is, they call them small groups, but some of them are bigger groups. A small group is a subsect of people within the Quilt Guild that have broken off into a smaller group to focus on a certain part of quilting. We have surface design, and they do all kinds of different things. We have a scrappy and improv small group, modern techniques small group, a design study small group. We have one small group that is modern pattern designers, and they create their own patterns and they share resources and tools. I'm not sure why it's getting cut off with my video here. Our queer quilters small group is one of our best small groups. It's very fun. That is specifically for people identifying as queer or other. We love that group. We also have the Breakfast Quilt Club, which is a quilt group for beginning quilters. So if you want to join a small group, they're pretty easy. They are on our members only page, and they have a link where you can join the meeting and the date and time. What is it?
I thought it was over there.
No, I gotta do my video, babes. Give me 1 minute, loves. You can just click on the link and go to the small group when it's on. It's in the members only section. If you join our guild, check out the small groups. Join a small group. They're really great. Next slide. Our charity sewing program. Can you not ring your bell right now? Promise? Okay. Our charity sewing program is run by Kath Hall. She is amazing. She's been running this program for years. She offers on the last Saturday every month a table for charity sewing out on her front porch. Babe, it's so loud. There is kits, there's fabric, there's supplies. You can pick up some fabric or a pattern there if you wanna try it. Baby, slow down, babe. It's so loud, okay? Thank you, my love. Okay, put it on the fabric. Also, if you have a top that you made, she takes those as well. If you could drop off a quilt top, and she has a whole army of long armors that finish the quilts, and they go to Camp Erin, Dornbecker, and we are also giving this year to Butterfly Boxes, which is an organization that serves refugees. It's a great organization. They take tote bags, pot holders, other things as well. Also part of our charity sewing program, we have an annual fabric fundraiser. Last year it was fully online. Next year, this coming year, it's going to be a hybrid situation where, hang on a second, okay, baby? They're going to have an in-person offering and an online offering. So we're going to have a hybrid option for our fabric fundraiser where members give fabric or sewing machines and things, and we auction them off, and all the money goes to charity. They raise thousands of dollars for local charities. It's really great. We also do something called a fundraising group quilt, which is led by certain different members. If you want to do one yourself, just bring it to the board and we'll help figure out how to support you. One of our members did one for the Ukraine, and she collected blocks from different members in our guild, put them together in a gorgeous quilt, and then auctioned it off, and it raised over $4,000 for Ukraine, so it was a great deal. Quilt retreats, oh my gosh. Quilt retreats is a big reason to join a guild. We had a really great virtual spring retreat. It was online. Basically, you have a special link and we sew all weekend. We have guest speakers. There's quilt bingo. There's block swaps. There's chats. It was a really fun weekend. We had 45 people in attendance and they all loved it. This next fall, we are going to Telecom Lodge, and we haven't met at Telecom Lodge since 2019, pre-pandemic. It's basically sew all weekend. There's a block lotto, there's a quilt scavenger hunt, there's quilt games, there's raffles, there's prizes. It's really fun just to bring projects in your sewing machine and just hang out all weekend in your slippers. It's a fun thing to go to a retreat. We love retreats. We also offer scholarships for that. We have another smaller offering, the Astoria Crest Motel. We're going there in November. That's only for 12 people, so it's a smaller group. It's a great way to meet members. We're going to play left, right, center with fabric. We'll have a group quilt. We're going to have sewing days all day long and snacks. So basically people bring fabric and their sewing machine and just hang out all day. Another thing we do is sew days. We are just ramping up to start our sew days in person again. At this point, we're doing them once a quarter. You bring your machine, you bring a project, we rent out a space, and then we sew all day together. I have never been to a sew day where I didn't learn something new, a new technique or a tool or something. It's just a great way to expand your resources and to learn new things. Every sew day, we also have a free fabric table where people have fabric that they aren't using anymore, and you can go and pick fabric. So if you want to make something that try out a new skill, I suggest doing that. Or I personally love to just use free fabric because it feels environmentally friendly. We're also We're also on Zoom every Sunday from 2 to 6. We have our Sunday Sew Day, which is a wonderful place of resources. There's always people there on that Zoom. If you have any questions about quilting or how you do this or how you do half square triangles or 8 at a time or anything like that, go to the Sunday Zoom Sew Day, because the people there are quilt trivia experts. They're amazing. So I highly suggest checking out a sew day. Fabric challenges. These are so fun. Fabric challenges, we usually do at least one per year where we have a bundle of fabric. We have sign-ups. This last year, 50 people were given an assortment of rainbow colored fabrics, and the challenge was to create a rainbow themed mini quilt, 20 inches by 20 inches, and then there's a big group display at the end. This last year, we had a display at Powell's Bookstore downtown in Portland, Oregon, and it was really great, and some of the mini quilts were sold and the profits were given to charities. It's just a fun opportunity. We have 2 different fabric challenges going on right now, and as a member you just go sign up and we send you fabric and you make something. They're really fun. It's a fun way to challenge and a fun way to learn something new. A lot of people in the fabric challenge this year were new to even making a mini quilt, and it looks amazing having all the different quilts up and seeing that people use some of the same fabrics but came up with different stuff. It's very inspirational and really fun. It's a fun challenge. Okay, the free table. We have the best free table in the world. Fight me on it. Fight me on it. I'm not even joking. We are known for our free table. Why is it so amazing in Portland? I don't know, but we do a really good job of gleaning fabric. People donate fabric to us from estates or other businesses in the area that have garments or other fabrics, and we bring them to our free table for people to grab from if they're making charity quilts, or they want to make tote bags, or they just want to make quilts for themselves, or they want to try different fabrics. Our free table is banging. It is amazing. We have so much stuff. It's really great. If you need thread or rulers or notions or buttons or things like this, you don't even have to buy fabric. You can just come to our free table, which is offered once a quarter at this point. It's really great. The next free table is July 30th. That's my kid. It's July 30th. It's at a member's house. It's going to be outdoors. We have sewing machines, patterns, rulers, yarns, supplies. It's a very environmentally friendly way to recycle fabrics and supplies. It's a great place to de-stash. If you're wanting to de-stash some stuff, you put it on the free table. Other people grab it. We are grabbing fabric and gleaning fabric this next free table to create our QuiltCon community outreach quilt. So, instead of buying new fabric, we're using stuff from the free table. Free table is really amazing. All right, we do fun things like we show our quilts as groups at different places when we're invited to. We are invited to different quilt expos and things like this, and we do group quilt shows. We do the Sisters Outdoor Quilt Show every year. It's the biggest outdoor quilt show in the world. There's no judgment for it. Just enter your quilt on the spreadsheet and say that you want to give us a quilt. We take your quilt and take it down to Sisters Oregon, and we put it on display there with the volunteers. Every year we have a different theme. This last year our theme was song quilts. In the past we've had themes like renewal, rainbows, word quilts. We have a spot right next to the bookstore. It's a great day just to walk around all day outdoors and look at quilts. And we're bringing modern quilts to a somewhat traditional spot, so it's really fun. All right, next slide. The Portland Modern Quilt Guild. Quilting is our language. That's the language we all share. We share knowledge, we inspire each other, we have a lot of different fun ways to volunteer and help within the local community and beyond. Is it perfect? No, it's not perfect. I can't lie to you. We don't all agree on everything. We don't all get along all the time, but we do strive to create a space where we listen and work to create a really beautiful community that shares our love of quilting. We also have a really great scholarship program. We have fundraisers for it and people donate it to it. We have scholarships for annual memberships, class workshops, retreats, and access to supplies. So we are trying to remove the barriers to access to the quilting world if you want to join quilting. So that's it, and that is all. There's all information as well on our website. So that's all I have for you today. My name is Sarah Flynn. I'm the president currently for 2022. I won't be president next year. Somebody else will be president next year. Fingers crossed. Check out our website on the portlandmodernquiltguild.com. If you have any questions, you can send an email to portlandmodernquiltguild@gmail.com, and we will answer it as soon as we can. We are all volunteers, unpaid volunteers, I might mention, but we love quilting and we'd love to see you. We're on Instagram and Facebook, of course. So if you're thinking about joining a quilt guild, join ours maybe. Johnny, say bye.
Bye.
Bye.